Hi, I'm Angel Salah, and this is my hair channel. If you're interested in this style, it's a wig. Keep on watching.
Hey you guys, I am back with another video. These are the supplies that you will need to complete this style. Pay very close attention. I also used not one, but 2 packs of Janet brand 28-piece hair. 2 packs. I underbraided my hair so that my hair can be so very flat for this wig install. This came inside of the Janet brand pack. It's like a shower cap. I also added this stocking cap over top. You want to make sure it's over your ears and on the top of your forehead. The reason being is because you want the wig to align right with your head. I used the Janet brand 28-piece hair, but this is a secret, you guys. Well, it's not such a secret anymore. But I only use the smaller. It comes with 3 sizes in each pack, but it's small, medium, and large. I only use the small and large hair. I do not use the medium out of both packs. I put the mediums to the side. Normally, I use the mediums for other hairstyles or any type of quick weave that have a little short hair on the side. I use that for that. But for these shortcuts, I only use the shorter portion of the hair, and I glue it over top very close. I use the same method that I use in my lightweight bob, but the only difference is I'm aligning the tracks very close on top of one another up until I get to the very top portion. I say the temple area. Once I get to the temple area, I go around in the circular motion. I'm explaining this now to you guys because half of the video was like well, my camera cut off in between me actually recording, so the very top portion of this style is not recorded. But if you want to know how I bond in my tracks, you can just go to my other video, the lightweight bob, and see the same particular way that I bond in. That style is the same exact way that I bond in this style, except I glue the tracks very close together because with shortcuts, you would be shaving it off with the razor comb and you don't need any gaps in between when you cut. So what I'm doing is just gluing the tracks to the actual stocking cap, and you have to press the tracks in, make sure that the tracks are glued in and tight onto the stocking cap so that the tracks would not fall or come loose or things like that. It's very important, like I said, that you guys do very, very close proximity to each track because you would see the gaps if you have any gaps in between, you know. So I would just be gluing tracks on top like so. I'm carefully aligning the tracks, making sure that they are close as possible. Like I said, you do not want any holes or gaps in a shortcut. That is a no-no. This particular style, I just wanted to do something very quick. So if I'm in between hairstyles, I can just throw on a wig. And sometimes, well, most of the times, a lot of these shortcut wigs out here, it's kind of like Grammy a little bit. And like the bottom half, they're like curly. They don't lay flat to the head. And I wanted something to actually mimic a hairdo. So I came up with this. And with this, you don't have to use any circumferences, no dimensions for the head. With this style, you can, this would be aligned perfectly to your shape head. So you won't have to use a measuring tape or anything as far as the dimensions. This right here is going to keep you up to date in between styles. You don't have to wear a hat. You know what I'm saying? You can just come prepared. You could just have your hair in this shortcut. And this is like a little brief um, way of how far I had gotten at that point. But you want the tracks to be evened out. You want them to be close as possible. And that's just how it is when you do a style like this, because everything counts. You know, you want to align your stocking cap mid four-way and over the ears while you're doing this style, because like I said, you want this to mimic an actual hairstyle instead of a wig. So for the duration of this video and this portion here, you would just see me doing like so. It's very, very important, you guys, that you align these tracks very close on top of one another. Now, this is the part where I skip the video. I have the wig off. It's fully glued, and I took the plastic shower cap off, and now I'm using the actual stocking cap that comes inside of the Janet brand collection hair. I am taking the wig, and you guys, this wig, it looks trashy right now, but I am going to slay this wig. um I'm aligning the wig, adjusting it right. You guys want to make sure that you adjust it right so you'll know the front from the back. And you adjust it on your head and you comb it out like so. You comb it out for your best guide. You want to see exactly where you're going, and you just comb to the side or the style that you want to cut in. Me, preferably, I just combed everything to like my side because I wanted a side swoop bang. I didn't want to do anything that was difficult for you guys. um so I just combed it out. Now I'm using the Razer. I am going to start off by using the short end of the Razer. I'm aligning my ear right now because I want to form this hair so I can see exactly where I'm going. This is like, if you don't have any experience with hair, if you try this style, I guarantee you will come out with something sort of similar or better than you expected, because this is so easy, you guys, so easy. You don't have to cut it with clippers or anything fancy. This razor comb does the job. Like, I started out with the smaller end of the razor comb because I want as much hair off as possible, and um it cuts all of that hair off, and I'm just using my finger as my guide, and I'm just, picking up the hair and I'm cutting the hair, shaving the hair off. This hair is coming off, y'all, and I'm just aligning it as I go. I'm going to be doing this for the duration of this video so that I can make this a personalized wig. A lot of times people have asked me like, "Oh, is that a hairdo?" People really think it's a hairdo. Sometimes when you're cutting and you haven't placed the tracks right, you will have a snag. So I glued that back on to make sure, that it's on, because you don't want any hanging tracks. And if you have a hanging track, just re-glue it while you have the extra stocking cap on. It will not stick to it, and if it does stick to it, just pull it off slightly and it'll come off. It's not such a big deal. But this hairstyle is like, I mean, this wig, it's not really a hairstyle. This wig is just very convenient for the in-between hairstyles, and if you're taking out your hair, preparing your hair for, another hairstyle, or you want to give your hair some breathing space so that you can be home around the house with your braids or whatever, and your hair could be breathing, and you can just put this on, throw this on for any other reason you want to or you would like. But This is so easy. I am using the short side to cut the sides off, and I'll be just styling this hair just like so. So you guys continue watching. This part here is very, very important. You have to align around the ear. Make sure that the hair is lined perfectly around your ear. Um, that is like the most important part. You want to cut it like so, and just make sure that you have it lined right. Sometimes I use the scissors to go back behind the ear to cut off any excess throughout this video. So just pay close attention, you guys, and trust me, this is like a 1-2 type of thing. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, when I glued in the top portion of the hair, I actually used the closing piece that comes inside of the Janet brand hair. I use that. That is very convenient for this style. It saves some time, and it just glues right over top. So you guys, I did use the closing piece.